Yo, yo, yo. How are we doing, guys? Bro, Gideon, there's literally a spammer in the chat. Bro's forgot to do his job. J-O-B. Love the hat. Yeah, this is Callaway hat. Recently sponsored by Callaway now, guys. So we're going to be playing golf and a bit of trading at the same time. How are you guys doing? Yo, again, if you join my model right, today we had shorts to the downside. I didn't trade them, unfortunately, but they were there. What should we do today? I have a feeling we should chop around ahead of the yeah, this market's actually still in the chop with 4-hour consolidations, so I don't really know where we can take today. I haven't traded today. I took longs and into yesterday. I was gonna say I didn't trade yesterday, but I didn't trade London yesterday. New York I traded. Was looking for the upside to all of these highs. Finally got them. This was a horrible consolidation today. I don't sound okay today. Is it my mic? Is my mic broke? I might need to pull it closer. SMT at the low with the S. I think we go lower today. Like minimum to these lows. But I'm not trading this market. What strategy is this? This is a whole new world of trading. This is trading time-based ranges. And trading some market cycles as well. But today we have FOMC, so I'm not expecting much from this market at all, actually. If you get something done, I would be surprised. I don't know. Let's see. I did test out this indicator, giving me some SMTs. Been okay, not the best. I might need to refine it a bit more. I want to see SMTs as we're trading above or below previous candles. What's the bias? On a rare occasion, I don't have one. I don't really know where I want to trade this market or where I want to go. It's just been inside of a chart on the hourly. So if I really wanted something that can gun to my head, we get this low down here into the open. We should be able to run through all of them. That's what I have play. Yeah, I mean, that's where I'm bearish still, this low. And then when we run out this low, we'll have to see what this market does. But that's my easiest draw, these two lows. This is a low from 5:30 as well. I don't think this is the low of the day so far, but this was an amazing run to the downside, especially with my London range played out very nicely. However, it did chop pretty slow market ahead of FOMC. I think we still chop though. I don't see a need for them to move it this early. If I look at the 4-hour, it's all still relative in a range right now. Today, big news. Maybe, just maybe gold. I'm not sure yet. Oh yeah, the start of the week, we were also watching to this. Very easy if we closed above Friday's high with Monday's candle, we would just fly to the upside, go on, take all of these highs. Unfortunately, we still haven't closed above that, so I'm still waiting for this market to get above. Either one of these closes, actually. Would be good. Yesterday was your birthday? No way. Happy birthday. What did you do for your birthday, bro? You were home all day. That sounds like a very fun birthday, bro. Let's see what this open brings. Where's Finn? Good question. I forgot. I think he can't make it today, though. Let me ask him, see if he's gonna pull up. Because I'm more than certain we're gonna chop around for most of today. We'll have to see, though. Yeah, he's not joining. No proper setups. I guess, yeah. You can wait for the lows down here. That's about it. I think these two lows gotta go for me. If they don't, then oh, I'll be surprised. Yeah, that's true. That's true. You'll likely chop until FOMC. I do agree. Usually, any FOMC day, I'm ignoring the trading this market. But as we're streaming, so we might as well gamble today. Because I know all of you in here are degenerates. So the only draw I see is this low. If we don't get this low, then I'd be very disappointed. Nice hat. Thanks, bro. We're officially sponsored by Callaway. It's a one-sided partnership. They don't know about it, but we are sponsored by them. What's my hidden rules? There is no hidden rules. You literally know most of the stuff. My short is 694. Oh, you actually had the high. That was a good short. You got 50 points out of that. Where is the VIX? I was looking at the VIX. I don't know if you guys were on the stream on what day was it? Monday, but I was looking at these lows to get taken on the VIX. So if the VIX goes lower, then obviously the indices go higher. So as we're pushing higher slowly, I rarely analyze this. It's usually as a volatility index, but if we go higher, I think indices drop ahead of FOMC to go higher. That makes the most sense because we have this gap that we opened up with from Friday to the open, so makes sense. Where am I from? I live in England, my man. Big players enter and make. Yeah, we're the big players. That's us. I'm not looking to do anything. So if you guys wanted to trade, if you wanted to full put your account, then yes, look for this low. FOMC days I don't trade, but I know a lot of you are itching to pull the trigger, so just full put your account to this low. Not financial advice though. If you do it, you took the risk, you know. That's the only way some of you will actually learn as well. But if this ends up being a winning trade and you full ported, then that would be the worst thing that could come from this. Because then you'll do it again. Go away, me too. Me too to what? I forgot what I said. This is the 5 minute. I'm only trading the 5 minute. The 5 and the 4 is all I trade. That's all I need. Just got filled in again. Bro, you did catch a good shot. I don't know why you're getting back in. You sold from all the way up here for 50 points. You're just trading for the love of the game. That's what a lot of people do. They just trade for the love of the game. They don't even care if they lose or make money. As long as there's a position running, they'll do it. And you gotta respect those people. Like, win or lose, they turn up and they get the job done. That's what you need. Draw that, bro. Just wait until the open. We got 15 minutes. You can do it. You can recover it. I believe in you. Dude, what is your profession before you start trading? What is the most my profession? I dropped out of university. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I had a really big month at university and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. So I left, and then I went all in on trading, all in on becoming the algo. No, I don't trade the M1. I only trade and execute on the M5 and the M4. But in theory, if you're trading the M4, if you're trading the M1 and you don't like it, you can just trade the M5 if you understand how candles print. So logically, right, a 5-minute candle has 5 1-minute candles, right? That's what makes it up. Okay, so now you need to understand that the market needs to create a low and it needs to create a high. So what is most likely to do? When the candle opens up, if we're bullish, the low is likely to be created within the first 2 minutes of that candle. Okay, so now you understand the wick that the market's opened up, drop lower within the first 2 minutes. This should be the low. So instead of me being on the 1 minute, I understand what's going on in the 5 and the 4, mainly because of simple maths, I think. What is my confirmation? It's pretty much the same concepts for the M5 or whatever. When you say you went on. No, prop firm accounts. I had a really big month with a prop firm. I did over $30,000. And then from that point, I had such a big buffer. I was like, why not just go in on prop firm accounts? And I did. I did really well. I still haven't hit like doing like 150K in a month in payouts. I probably will soon, maybe in 2026, but that's really what I want to do. Or I want to do like 100K in a day. I've done well over like 350K in payouts. Pretty impressive, but there's always work to be done, you know. Amount of drawdown. There you go, bro. I would say well done, but you just took my advice. I said short it, and you just full ported it. Yeah, I can tell you about my trading journey. It was very like different, I'd say. Well, I mean, it was not that different. I met a friend. His dad was a banker at Bank of England, and he basically told me how everything online in terms of how most people approach the market isn't really what trading's about. And somewhat it did make sense to me. Like obviously no one at institutional level is going to be buying it because they see a random animal pattern on the screen. So that kind of made sense to me. So I started researching more about the markets, you know, like people like Jamie Dimon and everyone are putting trillions of dollars into trading and trading desks. Obviously, there's got to be a process that these markets follow. You'd be stupid to think the markets don't follow a process because like, if you open up your bank account, you try and send someone money, it's very seamless, it's easy to do. So that follows a process. So should the markets, you know? So that's what I looked into. Looked into how the markets are actually running. No pattern really repeated for me. I never understood like looking at candlestick patterns to frame a trade or doing top-down analysis every single day. Like I never analyze the weekly or the daily when I wake up. I don't do that. I don't care for that. I'm very whatever my ranges tell me, whatever my time tells me, I'll focus on that. And I really just flipped whatever everyone else said, and I did the opposite. As old as the saying goes, but sometimes you just gotta really see what's going on in the bigger picture. Thanks, but I've already... Oh yeah, I saw you short from up here, right? That was a pretty good short. Yeah, trading is great, but the thing is, there is I would be lying if I said that it doesn't have a bit of luck to it, you know? Trading does have a bit of luck to it. Like, some people never find a strategy or never find something that they really truly resonate with, and that's why they quit. Or they never find how to even manage risk. They never find like the smallest things that you might think you don't know about, but you do and you got lucky with it. Others might never get to that point, you know, of understanding the markets. And I'll put into perspective, actually, there's like 14 million retail traders, probably more now. Only like 2 million of them are prop firm traders. Around like the percentage wise, I think it's 5% of the 2 million are funded, and less than 5% are getting to payouts. So this statistic alone shows you that how hard it is. But it's only hard as you make it. That's the only thing. Like, most of you are just the downfall for yourself. And so was I. So you're not alone. Technically you are, because no one's gonna be there and be like, yo, this is what's going on with you. That's wrong with you. But you can start reverse engineering a few things. Around 20k brokers around the world. Yeah, there's only like 20k brokers around the world too. And so it's a crazy statistic to be a trader, to be inside of the markets. You know, you got to be also like, no one really understands the market to a very deep level. And if you can get to that point, you know, you're part of a very small fraction. And once you do learn the markets and how to trade and manage yourself, no one can take that skill from you, because this is the only thing that can outpace inflation. Trading is the only thing that can do that. Four and the five, it's the same concept. So like whatever I teach, if it's the 1 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, exact same thing, right? So like, I actually have a pretty good video today. You might like it. On the 1 minute. Yeah, probably. Yeah, here. This is your short. I don't trade in this time. For me, I think this is no man's land. You can trade it, but we have a video today. Yes, indeed. You do, you do. You want to guess what it's about? Doo-doo. All right, 4 minutes until this open. What do you guys think? I think we run these lows and go higher. Wouldn't that be... wouldn't that be nice? I might take it. No. Should I? Should we? The thing is, I don't trade on FOMC days, only because usually the market's going to chop. It might just run the low and then chop around in here. Or the one day I don't trade, it might be very clean, so you don't know. But I would like these lows to go. Oh, gold, damn. That was clean. This should go to the low. Bro, that was way too quick. Did you catch that? That got the high as well. Damn. Damn. Yeah, the whole day. I don't trade the AM session. I usually trade the London, but I didn't trade today. I woke up late. What advice would you give someone trying to scale trading prop firms? Should I invest? Nah, so you should do this. I think this is the best way to go. You should go with a 50K account, 50K, whatever it is, and then get as many as you can with the firm or whatever. I would definitely go with an approach where if there's no, I like no consistency on the eval, and then like 35 to 40% consistency on funded is fine. And then just go all in on the 50Ks. Because they're the easiest to pass and the easiest to get a payout with. So instead of investing into larger accounts, just wait until the 50Ks go on discount or whatever and just go in on them. Dude, I know, right? Gold was so good. I can't believe none of you guys told me this, but yeah. I mean, if you caught it, then it just poked above the high, closed below this. I was too busy looking at NQ. But as you guys know, we are looking for this low. But NQ. Do. That's crazy. Gold was good. I took a short on London, but moved my stop to predicted high. Hit my... Oh, that's kind of unlucky, but I mean... It happens, right? I would rather take a break even than a loss. Could have been worse. It could have chopped around and ran your stop loss and then dropped, you know? On gold, oh, it just got the lows. My entry, I would have just market sold this next candle. That was very clean though. All right, that's the open. Ding, 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 ding. Can we get the lows? Run this low and then I can look for the upside. Bro, gold's been really nice. If you can catch it, then you catch it, you know? It's a very quick one. Dude. Alright, NQ's pushing. I mean, I still would like it to get this low. We get the low and then we can look for the upside. In like the next 2 minutes, I want to see a drop. If you drop within the next 2 minutes, then You guys gotta give me an account. Two. 20 points away. One minute left to see if I was right. Like minus 60 seconds left. See if we can get the low. Yes, is stalling a bit. But in the next like 30 seconds, we should run this out. Please. Please, can we do that? Do. All right, there we go. So if you're with me from the start of the stream, call this drop very nicely to the minute, actually, which is interesting. What should we look for now? That's all I had, to be honest. That's my only draw that I saw pretty easy from this market. There's a 2-minute delay. I think so. It's just the way YouTube streams. It's kind of annoying. So we run this low. I would expect us to try and run for the upside, maybe to this high. Yeah, I would like that. See if we can get it. But my easiest draw was these lows. You know, if you guys were there with me from the start, this is the easiest I could see the market getting into. After that, it's just have to wait and see. That's why I never win, can never beat. No, I'm not sure. Try refreshing or something. Yeah, so I'd be watching to see what it does. If it can close above this gap and this down close candle. But it has to do it in like the next few minutes, actually. Because we ran these lows out, what I was looking for. Alright, looks like we're pushing deeper, but had this short little SMT at the highs. Oh, maybe the SMT indicator actually is pretty accurate. I didn't come up with them. They're from the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. and their tier systems. Are we going even deeper to this low? Could do that. But if you're on the stream, my main thought process for these lows were the failure swings, and this is the first low made from 5 a.m. So where's 5 a.m.? This candle opens up and drops lower. So if you watch my video today that comes out, you can use this understanding to be like, okay, so this is what's going on within the market, why that low should get taken, why shouldn't. YM? Yeah, pretty weak. Do. All right, let's see. This up close has to close above this down close. If not, then you might want even lower to this low. Not sure what I... Oh, of course, gold's nearly got the lows. Gold should run out this low. But this was clean. Gold, yeah. It should get the full low, though. We've taken out the high. That was clean. Our NQ's closing above. Should be able to run minimum to this high. Let's see if it closes above this gap. Gold's actually also being held up by 820, but if it... Oh, gold got the lows. So yeah, if you took the trade with gold, then you must be having a good day, because I was very good with my range. I was just looking at NQ, seeing if it can close above some of these candles. That's a nasty wick on the M5. That wick. I know, bro. That's kind of crazy. It should gun for 50% of it. Like, whenever you see a candle make a large wick with small bodies, just look for 50% of both sides. Do we have an SMT within the gap? I think if anything, Dow Jones will clear these highs. I would like NQ to clear those highs too. It has to close above this gap, though. I would feel like. And it has to do in like 20 minutes. Yeah. I mean, if ES and Dow start running, then NQ should play a bit of catch up with it, you know. ES is looking the strongest off today's open, though. Dow should get the high. I don't see why it wouldn't. It might just have to be held up pretty aggressively. It's mainly this gap that NQ needs to get above and beyond. It's holding it up. Yeah, ES is starting to push. So let's see if that's enough fuel to push NQ higher. GC holding up. I'm not too interested in gold. It's already completed its delivery. Like the high to the low. NQ, hopefully, if we can close above. Oh, Finn did reply. He's going to be joining the stream on Friday. YM. Oh yeah, YM should get these highs very quickly. Is it 820? Yeah, it is. This is 820's opening price right here. NQ's pushing. I mean, if it can close above this, then it should complete its delivery to the highs. Russell, bro. This market's insane. It's like every day. Did you get it? I think Ben might have caught that. Am I bullish? Yeah, I'm bullish to the highs. I was bearish until these lows, but we got the lows. See what we do now, if we can close above some of these down closes here. On the Russell. Oh, that's not bad. Can't complain. A little piece of the pie. Why is it not I know, bro? Tell everyone to join. Right, NQ still not closed above this gap. Really would need it to do that. So where should you take gold? I would have taken gold up here if I was at the open, but it's whatever. It's whatever. You got a break-even trade? Damn. Damn. Dude. 3 minute? I don't look at the 3 minute. Looking at the 4 and the 5. Gets above this. Should clear the highs. ES looks the cleanest out today, from what I can see. How many points is it from? 90 points. I think we can clear 90 points. If NQ's in a good mood. Would be great if it does it before 10 a.m. But it is FOMC day, so I'm not expecting too much to come from this. I would put it below this low, or this body actually. Mainly this body. Because if it gets down to there, then it really shouldn't get down to there. Especially if it closes above the gap, like no need to do that. No, bro, I don't trade FOMC, guys. See, I have rules. If I don't stick to those rules consistently, then I'm basically throwing it back to my system. Like, I can obviously see the market's bullish. It wants to go to the highs, right? As we've been speaking about, we run the lows to go higher. But I have rules that keep me in the game. One of the rules is I don't trade FOMC days. I don't care how clean it is or how great it is. I'm simply just showing you my ranges. You can see how they play out, how the market reacts to the highs and lows. See what it does, and you can hop to your own conclusion. You know what you think. So you see here, why did NQ just stop at this level? 820's opening price. Want to see it zoom through this opening price. If not, then it's accumulating more shorts above here. Thinking about focusing more on NQ. I only trade NQ. Actually, I trade gold as well. But mainly focusing on NQ nowadays. Well, all days. Alright, we've got 10 minutes until 10 a.m. I want to see how that candle opens up. If it does keep NQ within this range. Yeah, I only trade 2 pairs. I only trade NQ and gold. I think I'm good for the day. I mean, yeah, if you're in drawdown, the goal isn't to get in profit. The goal is to make enough money back so you can get out of drawdown. So you already got yourself out of it. So you don't even need to push anything else. The mindset's really, I don't think too much before placing a trade. So if we run this low, do that, I'm going to buy. You know, I don't be like, oh no, I hope it goes in my direction, you know. On the profit counts, on the evals, it depends if they have a consistency or not. With no consistency, I'm risking like $300 per trade, maybe more. So you can't have best of both worlds. You can't have a high win rate and a high risk to reward. So it depends on how your trading style is, you know. So if you want a higher win rate, you need to focus on a lower risk to reward. If you want a lower win rate, if a strategy does allow you to have better risk to reward, then that's what you would mainly focus on, you know? My theory is this: if you have a good setup, a good like model or whatever, then the best trades that come from it, you need to execute on it with a decent amount of leverage, you know, instead of taking it day by day, step by step. It could work, but you might have to hold that account for a very long time, you know. I don't have a routine. I mean, like most traders say they wake up, do cold plunges and stuff. I just wake up, see what my ranges are telling me, and I just trade them. And I only have one bias when I come into the charts. It's either I'm bullish or I'm bearish. I'm never both. And with that approach, you do end up taking better trades. Oh, looks like Dow's run all the highs. Damn. And we got a pretty big SMT with the NQ. I'm mostly inversions and I started trading. I would recommend order blocks. OBs are very good, very powerful. Do. All right, we got 10 a.m. coming up soon. Maybe that can help push this market. M5's got some crazy wicks at the highs and lows. Kind of expected though, out of today, right? Dow Jones is slowly making its way. I think this should blast through the highs. But NQ and ES will probably be the most stubborn ones. No, I just, whatever my ranges tell me, that's all I trade. You know, like if they tell me I'm bullish, I'm looking for some M5 bullish structure and I'm buying it. It's not like much to my trading because the less decisions I have to make and the more I can trust my strategy, the better my trading is going to be. Like I've only just hopped on the charts, you know, start the stream. I was like, these lows should go. So if you wanted to take the shorts to the lows, you get the lows. And then looking at this M5 gap, M4 gap, inverse it for the upside. It's just a lot of trust in my system. That's why I would say most people don't have a lot of trust in themselves, never mind a strategy. So it's very self-demanding, I would say. And I'm only trusting M5. M15 I'll look at, like right now, traded into the gap. But other than that, I really don't do much else. No words. I don't really agree with that method of like just holding a stop loss and holding a take profit. Like if I have a good area to move to break even, I'm going to do that. Like right now, if you were in a long, you took the longs here, you're aiming for the highs. Why would you keep a stop open? Like why wouldn't you want to reduce risk off of that position, right? That's kind of my thought process behind it all. How's it going? It's going pretty well. I'm waiting on to see what Powell has to say for today. Yeah, like any opportunity, well, logical opportunity I get to move to break even, I would. Like if I longed here, once it closes above, I'm gonna move to break even. I'd be stupid to hold my stop loss open because you're trading indices, some of the most liquid markets in the world, and they can flip on you instantly. No trades today, one hit. I mean, look at the structure. This is welcome to trading FOMC days. But some of you have to trade it, take the losses to figure out why you shouldn't do that. Instead of just taking my word for it. Got to go through your own personal experiences, I think. I'm interested to see what happens when this market does open up. I mean, sorry, 10 a.m. does open up. Yes, it's still holding strong. Yeah, most people do, you know, like it's all good me saying something, but until you really experience it yourself, you're never gonna believe it from someone. Like this is the delivery we got today. No, Hammer's lost his pool today, power today, guys. We're not using it. Can't be using that today. Yeah, he made an alt account about me. But yeah, let's do the word for today. The word today is going to be FOMC. I think that's a good word to have. It's kind of fitting as well for what's going on. All right, we're picking with my eyes closed, so. Did we hit 4K today? Dude, if we hit 4K on today's stream, then I would have done an extra account giveaway. But I don't think I did. All right, I got one winner, blood system. And then trading treasure. All right. That's the two winners I got for today. I think Matt's live. If you're trading today, then good luck. We have FOMC. I think the market should chop around until some data comes out. So be safe. Don't do anything stupid and wait for the numbers to clear out this market. So enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure to tune in for Matt's stream, and I'll be back live on Friday. So take it easy, everyone, and let's see what FOMC does.